I yield to the gentleman from Tennessee, Mr. Rose, for 2 minutes.
The gentleman from Tennessee is recognized.
I thank the gentlelady for yielding me time. Mr. Chair, I'd like to urge my colleagues to support my amendment number 133 of Division D, a part of en bloc number 5. This amendment would prohibit the SEC from implementing provisions of its proposal entitled Enhancement and Standardization of Climate-Related Disclosures for Investors that mandate disclosure of Scope 3 emissions. Scope 3 emissions include emissions from activities in an organization's supply chain. Public companies have no ownership and little to no control of these emissions. Recently, I led a bipartisan letter with 118 members of Congress expressing concern about the proposed rules' impact on farmers. Mr. Chair, I ask unanimous consent to insert this letter into the record.
That request will be covered under general leave.
Mr. Chair, the proposal would drive capital away from smaller suppliers that may not have the resources to measure their greenhouse gas emissions. SEC Chair Gensler points to significant investor demand for requiring this type of information, but the demand is coming from large asset managers and climate activists, not retail investors. I urge my colleagues to support my amendment, and I yield back the balance of my time.